Well, guys, I did it. I moved. I got no studio, so I'm sitting on my back porch. I think the lighting is about right. There's definitely some background noise. I can't find my dead cat to put over the microphone, so you're probably going to hear some other things in the background, like exhaust from the road, maybe even my kids or my wife, or golf carts going by, or balls being hit. I got to watch my back here. I get about 3 golf balls a day in my yard. So if anybody's looking for some Callaway or Titleist or Nike, those seem to be the 3 main brands that I end up getting in the yard here. There's some other really cool ones too. Maybe I can start some golf ball collection videos or something. But anyway, I gotta share with you guys because this move and moving all this stuff and junk that we acquire as humans, consumers, when you have to go relocate it, even after I did like a garage sale and giving things away and everything like that, there's still so much stuff. And then this house I moved into is actually a touch smaller than the house I was in, and I'm still doing a lot of work. I still don't have a kitchen. So it's kind of like I'm camping in this house, really. It's pretty crazy, but I'll get through it, no big deal. But it's also made me want to remove some things, remove clutter in my life and things like that, to the point where I'm a little less wishy-washy on potentially selling off quite a few of my watches, if not the majority of my watches. I've been looking back at one watch in particular that I used to own that I sold. Here's a golf ball just being hit right behind me. I gotta watch my back. So I think I sold it early 2017, and I don't even remember the transaction. I'll have to check with Terry because she actually helps facilitate it. It was somebody that she knew, or had met or something. But I would maybe even be interested in buying that one back. But anyway, I'm not going to beat around the bush. The watch I'm talking about is the Omega Seamaster Professional 300 ceramic bezel in black, and then I would do the upgraded clasp where it has the adjustments and everything. I really do. Many people have asked me out of all the watches I've had come and go, which one do I really miss the most. I wouldn't say I missed it or that I regret selling it or anything like that, and nor do I regret buying and trading and selling all the watches that I've done up to this point. I think everybody needs to do some sort of journey like that. That is all part of the hobby. But I definitely think I'm ready to revisit the Omega Seamaster, and I'll tell you why. Let me take a drink here. This watch right here has been on my wrist for over 2 months now, and I've been completely happy with it. So why do I have all these? Well, some of them I have for a particular reason, and I'm going to keep them. And many of them I'm going to sell. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I'll figure that out as we go. Like I already know, like my buddy Mitch is already buying the Jade Monster off me, so that's already spoken for. The Shinola is not really worth a ton, and I do actually kind of like it, so I'll probably keep that. That's a fun watch. My good friend Jack actually gave me this Certina, and it's even more than that, on top of the fact that it was a gift from my buddy, that I really love this watch and the overall design of it and the way the case and the crystal is done. There's no bezel. It just goes from case to crystal. So that is unique enough to stay in my collection. The Orange Monster, obviously we know, is untouchable. There's a loud car going by. But other than that, the rest of them aren't untouchable. This is my son's watch, so that's kind of untouchable. But, you know, like the Alpinist, the 171, which I don't even know what's going on with that. Terry technically gave me this turtle, but I think I don't know that it has a ton of meaning on there. I'll double check with her, but, you know, the Borealis. So once you break it down, I don't have a ton of watches really to sell. My SKX 009, these aren't really worth a ton of money, so I don't know if I should just hold on to it and keep it, because I could definitely see myself rebuying that one anyway. so maybe just avoid selling it in the first place. I did just buy this solar tuna off from Mimo. He hooked me up with a good deal, and I do want to throw a Jubilee on that, so that might end up being sold later on, but not right away. Pretty much all of my G-Shocks, all these guys, which are super cool, and there's combi bracelets. I'm actually thinking about even selling, after I got to do one more mod for my neighbor Frank that I left behind, or he kicked me out, however. I got to do one more mod watch for him, and then once I do that, I may even kind of give away or sell some of my tools and stuff like that. I definitely, obviously I'll be doing bracelet changes and stuff like that, but I'm not going to be messing around with watches. I'm actually going to loan my time grapher, my watch polygraph that I named. I'm going to loan that to Bruce. I think it's time for him to play around with that. Those are fun to mess around with and see what's going on. But I just wanted to check in with you guys. I've been getting a lot of emails and messages and everything, so I definitely has inspired me to keep going with making the videos. A bunch of Harleys. That must be the Hells Angels or something back there. So I'm gonna continue to do some videos, and those are really loud. I don't know if you can hear them. There's like a kind of busy road about 100 to 150 yards away. But while we're talking about selling things, I do want to point out real quick from my good friend Jonathan. He is selling his Jeanneau Ocean Rover, and I think this is the best one. This is the one with the sand loom and the blue aluminum bezel insert, and it has the date. That one's a killer one, and at $650. I'll put Jonathan's info down in the description, but this is definitely one that you're going to want to look at if you're looking for a Jeanneau Ocean Rover. It's it's got a little bit of wear and stuff on the bracelet, but quite a bit on the desk diving marks there, but you can brush that out, no big deal. The watch head and everything is in good shape, and it's got the sapphire, but it's got the complete kit there. He's selling that for $650, and then he's also selling his Alpinist. And Jonathan actually is the one that got me hooked up when I bought that Seamaster back in the day. I bought it from the same guy that he bought his from, and Jonathan still has his Seamaster and wears it on a regular basis. So definitely looking forward to joining the ranks of that. So he's selling his Alpinist here. You can see it's got I think that's a strap code oyster bracelet on there. I'm not 100% sure. That's what it looks like though. So it looks like pretty good shape. A little bit of wear here and there. And he's got the full kit obviously. And he's asking $475. So if you're interested in either one of those watches, that's a definitive. Jonathan wants to sell those. He's ready to move on from those watches that he never wears. So I'll put that info in the description. Contact him if you want to get those. And then as far as my watches go, I'm still working out the details. So I just mainly wanted to check in with you guys and let you know where I'm at, what's going on, all that stuff. So I still have my Random Rob mailing address. That's at a UPS store back in quite a ways away from here, but I still kept that open for a few months. I may switch over to a PO box closer to me, but I'll put that information in the description as well, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.